I will teach you how to inverse a rational function. First step, we need to change f of x into y. So that would be y is equals to 5x minus 10 over 12. Next step, we're going to interchange y and x. So that would be x is equals to 5y minus 10 over 12. The next step is we're going to remove the denominator which is 12. So we multiply 12 both sides, 12 this side. So that would be 12x equals, cancel this one, 5y minus 10. That's it. So next step, we're going to put this one into this side. So that will be a 12x plus 10 because we across the equal sign, plus 10 equals 5y. Next step, we're going to divide both sides by 5 to remove this one. So that would be cancel. Y or f of x, f negative 1 of x is equals to 12x plus 10 over 5. That's now our inverse for this one. So to check if that is correct, we're going to do a checking. So this is the formula, f raised negative 1 of x is equals to, these are f, so 5 multiplied by 12x plus 10 over 5 and minus 10 for this side and over 12. So the next step, we're going to evaluate or simplify. We're going to remove this negative 5, cancel out this one, so that will result as 12x plus 10 minus 10 over 12. So the next step, we're going to cancel this out, positive 10 and negative 10. So equals 12x over 12. And cancel this one. So that is f of f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x. If that is equals to x, then the inverse is correct. Now, we're going to inverse a radical function. First, we're going to change f of x into y. So that would be y is equals to cube root of 12x minus 2 minus 10. Next step is we're going to interchange y to x. So that would be x is equals to cube root of 12y minus 2 minus 10. Next, we're going to move this negative 10 into x, so that would be x plus 10 because we across the equal sign is equals to cube root of 12y minus 2. Next step, we're going to remove the cube root, which we're going to cube this both side, which is x plus 10 cube equals square root of 12y minus 2 cube. So we're going to cancel this out, cancel the cube, so that would be x plus 10 equals 12y minus 2. This is cube. So next step, we're going to move this negative 2 into this side, which is equals to 12y equals, copy this one, x plus 10 raised to the power of 3. We across the equal sign, so that will be plus 2. Next step, we're going to divide both sides by 12 to remove this one. So that's now the answer. F raised to negative 1 of x, or the inverse of this one, is this, which is x plus 10 raised to the power of 3 plus 2 over 12. That's now the inverse of the radical function. Now, we're going to check if the inverse of this one is correct, which is this one. So, the formula for that is f composed of f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x. So, that would be f is equals to f then raised to negative 1 of x is equals to the f, this one, square root of cube root of 12 multiplied by x plus 10 cube plus 2 over 12 quantity minus 2 that is inside of the radical sign, and this one minus 10 over no, that's not an over. So next, we're going to remove the denominator of this one, so that would be cancelled. So it is equals to cube root of x plus 10 cube plus 2 minus 2 minus 10. Next, we're going to remove this cube, so that is cancelled. So that is equals to x plus 10 plus 2 minus 2 minus 10. Now, we're going to cancel this one. Plus 10 and minus 10 cancelled. That is cancelled. Next, this one, 2 and negative 2. So, f of f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x. So, the inverse of this one is correct, which is this. Now, we're going to inverse a cubic function. Next step, we're going to change f of x into y. So that would be y is equals to 7x plus 10 raised to the power of 3 quantity cube plus 9. Next, we're going to interchange y to x. So that would be x is equals to 7y plus 10 quantity cube plus 9. Next, we're going to move this positive 9 to this side, which is left side. So that would be x minus 9, because we are across the equal sign, equals 7y plus 10 quantity cube. Next step, we're going to remove the quantity cube. So we're going to cube root both sides. That would be cube root of x minus 9 equals 7y plus 10 cube. We're going to cube that, cube root. So the cube root is cancelled, the cube is cancelled, so that would be cube root of x minus 9 equals this one, copy this one, 7y plus 10. So next step, we're going to move the positive 10 to this side, which is left side. So that would be a 7y equals cube root of x minus 9. This positive 10 is outside the radical sign, so that would be negative 10 because we are across the equal sign. So we're going to divide both sides by 7. So cancel this out. So y, or f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to cube root of x minus 9 minus 10 over 7. That's now the inverse of this said function. Now, we're going to check if the inverse of this one is correct. So we're going to do a composition of a function. So that would be, the formula is f of f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to, we're going to compose, so that would be 7, substitute the inverse, which is cube root of x minus 9 minus 10 over 7 and multiplied by positive 10 quantity cube plus 9. That's it. Oh, I forgot. Oh no, nothing. So that would be, we're going to remove the denominator or cancel that out. So that would be equals to cube root of x minus 9 minus 10 plus 10. Oh, I forgot this one. Raised to the power of 3, quantity raised to the power of 3 plus 9. So next step, we're going to cancel this out. This one. So that is equal to cube root of x minus 9 plus 9. So we're going to cancel this out, the cube root and the cube. So that would be a x minus 9 plus 9 and 9. I'm sorry, and 9. So finally, we're going to cancel this out, 9. So f of f raised to negative 1 of x is equals to x, which is the inverse. This inverse is correct. Now, I will teach you how to solve a motion problem. Given this example, the speed of the current is 6 km per hour. A boat travels 20 km upstream. In the same time, it takes to travel 30 km downstream. What is the speed of the boat in still water? So, let x the speed of the boat in still water. Speed of the boat in still water. Because we didn't know what is the value of x, so let's just repeat x. Okay, the distance of the downstream, we're going to make a table just to make us easier to calculate. Downstream, the distance of the downstream is this one. downstream. It is 30 kilometers. We'll put in 30 kilometers. And the upstream, which is 20 kilometers. Since downstream is with the current, we're going to x plus this one, the number of the current or the speed of the current, which is 6. So that would be x plus 6. Since upstream is against the current, that would be x minus 6. That's now our rate or speed. Next one, we're going to make a formula for a time. So that would be distance divided by rate or speed. So that would be 30 divided by x plus 6. Next one, 20 divided by x minus 6. That's now our table. So next one, we're going to make an equation. This is our equation, which is equation 30 over x plus 6 equals 20 over x minus 6. That's now our equation. Next, we're going to make a cross multiplication to simplify it. So that would be 30 multiplied by x minus 6 equals 20 multiplied by x plus 6. So now we're going to simplify. I'm sorry for that. So that would be 30x 30 multiplied by negative 6, that is negative 180, equals 20 multiplied by x, 20x, and 20 multiplied by 6 is equals to 120 plus 120. So now we're going to simplify it. 20x, we're going to move that into this part, which is the left part of the equation. So, and this 180, we're going to move that into this right side. So that would be 30x minus 20, because we across the equation, equal sign. So that would be 20x equals positive 180, because we across the the equal sign, plus 120. So we're going to simplify. 30x minus 20, x is equals to 10x, equals 180 plus 120 is equals to 300. Now, we're going to simplify. Divide both sides by 10. So that would be, cancel this one, x is equals to 30. That's now our this one, the speed of the boat in still water. So, what is the rate or speed of the downstream? This one. So the rate or speed of the downstream is this one. 30 plus 6. 30 plus 6 is equals to 36. 36 for downstream. We're going to make an arrow just to make it simple. Upstream, which is 30 minus 6 equals 24. Yes, 24. Upstream. We're going to check it out. So that would be, this is our equation, right? So we're going to substitute 30 x. That would be 30 over our x is 30, so that would be 30 plus 6 equals 20 over 30 minus 6. So next one, we're going to simplify. So that would be 30 over 36 equals 20 over 24. We're going to lowest term this one, divided by 6, divided by 6, divided by 4, divided by 4. So that would be 5 over 6 equals, yes, 5 over 6. So our equation is correct. Okay, next one is a word problem. Given the example, Joshua can do a job in 1 hour. Amir can do the same job in 1 hour and 15 minutes. And Emeterio can do it in 1 hour and 40 minutes. If they work together at these rates, how long it will take them to finish the job? So we're going to let x, the number, of ours, live together. Because we didn't know what is the value of that. So we're going to let x. So Joshua can do a job in 1 hour. So 1 hour is equivalent of 60 minutes, right? So that would be 60. And for Joshua, for J, so J stands for Joshua. Okay. And Amir can do the same job in 1 hour and 15 minutes. So 60 plus 15 is equal to 75, right? So that would be 75 for Amir. We're going to put 8 for Amir. Emeterio can do it in 1 hour and 40 minutes. So that would be 60 plus 40 is equals to 100. 100 is for Emeterio. E for Emeterio. Okay. So we're going to make it as a fraction. So that would be 1 over 60, 1 over 75, and 1 over 100. Since we didn't know what is the number of r's if they work together, we're going to make fraction for that. 1 over x. Rate of working together. Working together. Next one, we're going to make an equation. So that would be 1 over 60 plus 1 over 75 plus 1 over 100 equals 1 over x. To remove the denominator, we're going to multiply both sides by the LCD of these 3 or 4. Pardon me. For the 4 denominator, which is the LCD for that is 300x, because 300, you can divide 300 to 60, 75, 100, and also x. So we're going to multiply both sides. I'm sorry. Multiply both sides. So that would be 30 divided by 6 multiplied by 1. So that is 300 divided by 60 is 5. 5x multiplied by 1, so that is 5x. Plus 300x divided by 75 is 4. Multiply by 1, so that would be 4x. 300x divided by 100 is 3x. Multiplied by 1, so that would be plus 3x equals 300x divided by x is 300 multiplied by 1, so that is 300. So next one, we're going to simplify. Combine similar terms, which is 5x, 4x, and 3x. That is 12x. 12x equals 300. We're going to divide both sides by 12 so that we can remove this one and this one. X is equals to 300 divided by 12 is 25. That's now our number of hours if they work together. So the final answer is it. Therefore, it will take them 25 minutes, 25 minutes, 25 minutes to finish the job. Now, I will teach you how to solve a rational inequality given this example. 10x plus 6 over x minus 15 less than or equal to negative 2. So first step, we're going to equate that into 0. So we're going to move negative 2 to the right side, so that would be 10x plus 6 over x minus 15 2 less than or equal to 0. That's the first step. So next step is we're going to make that as a one fraction. So we're going to evaluate, which is cross multiplication, because that is like this. So cross multiplication. So that would be 10x plus 6 plus 2 multiply the denominator, which is x minus 15 over, copy the denominator, x minus 15 less than or equal to 0. Next, we're going to simplify. This side multiplied and multiplied. That would be 10x plus 6 plus 2x minus 30 over x minus 15. Now, simplify the numerator. That would be 12x minus 24 over x minus 15. We're going to solve for the value of x. First, the numerator. 12x equals positive 24, because we cross the equal sign, which is this one. So that would be divided both sides by 12. Cancel this one. X is equals to 2. And the other one, x minus 15 equals 0, is x equals positive 15. These two are solutions. So we're going to make a draw line. It's a line. We're going to cross that out so that we're not going to be confused. Okay. this one, 2, and positive 15. This one. We're going to put circle, open circle, and we're going to solve. What do you think is the best solution to this one? Which one is the solution? Okay, this is not a solution exact, because if we try to substitute 15 to this one is equals to positive 15 minus 15 is equals to 0. So our equation is undefined, which is we can solve. Okay, so we must use positive 2 for checking. Okay, checking if the positive 2 is a solution. We're going to substitute it, which is 10 multiplied by 2 plus 6 over 2 minus 15. So that would be 20 plus 6 is equals to negative 13. Okay. I forgot this one. Less than or equal to 0. Sorry. Okay. So that would be 26 over negative 13. Less than or equal to 0. Next one. 26 divided by negative 13 is negative 2. Negative 2 is less than or equal to 0. So the equation is correct. Or the x sub 1 x equals to 2 is a solution. So we're going to put a shade on it. Now, we're going to make a test regarding to this rational inequality. First, we're going to make an interval. This is an A interval, B interval, and C interval. Second, we're going to get a value or a number in this A interval, which is 0 to make this easier to solve. So substitute 0, so that would be 10 multiplied by 0 plus 6 over x minus 15 less than or equal to negative 2 is 6 over negative 15. So now that would be less than or equal to negative 0 and negative 2. So that would be 6 divided by negative 15 is equals to negative 1.2, less than or equal to negative 2. So as you can see, this is not a solution, so we're going to make that x. It's not a solution, so A interval is not a solution. Next, we'll try the interval. We're going to get a number in the interval, which is 5. Okay. Next, we're going to substitute 10 multiplied by 5 plus 6 over 5 minus 15 less than or equal to negative 2. 10 multiplied by 5 is 50 plus 6, 56. 56 over 5 minus 15 is negative 10. Negative 10 less than or equal to 2. Now we're going to divide. 56 divided by negative 10 is negative 5.6 less than or equal to 2. So since negative 2 is higher than this one, so the equation or the B interval is a solution. B interval is a solution. Now, we're going to move on to C interval. We're going to get a number in under C interval, which is 16. 16. So that would be 10 multiplied by 16 plus 6 over x minus 15. I forgot, sorry. Replace x by 16, so that would be 16 less than or equal to negative 2. So now simplify. 10 multiplied by 16 is 160 plus 6 is 166. 166 over 16 minus 15 is 1 less than or equal to negative 2. So now 166 divided by 1 is 166. 166 less than or equal to negative 2. So as you can see, the equation or this rational inequality is wrong. So that would be not a solution. So C interval is not a solution. So final answer. Final answer is our final answer is 2 is a solution. So that would be bracket 2 and union to B interval is a solution also. So that would be 3 3 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 to 14 is also a solution. So that's our final answer.